That rotisserie chicken you toss into your cart with your milk and eggs? It might bring home more than just dinner. It could come with a side of dangerous bacteria and a long list of broken promises. Those low prices that seem like a steal might actually be a warning label in disguise. Today, we're peeling back the plastic on 5 grocery chains where chicken safety isn't just an afterthought. It's a serious concern. From questionable sourcing to subpar storage, the issues reach far beyond what's in the cold case. And once you know the truth, you might never look at that fresh chicken label the same way again. Let's dig in to uncover the truths that grocery stores hope you never learn. Walmart. Walmart's chicken section looks like a budget-friendly haven, but behind those bright yellow price tags lurks a dangerous trade-off. A 2019 Consumer Reports investigation found that Walmart's store-brand chicken carried some of the highest bacterial loads in the country. We're talking about pathogens like Salmonella and Campylobacter. Not exactly the kind of garnish you want on your dinner. Some samples had levels so high that experts warned the meat could cause illness even when fully cooked. That's not just alarming, that's downright scary. Why does Walmart's chicken carry such risks? It all boils down to scale over scrutiny. Walmart moves mountains of poultry every day, but their supply chain prioritizes speed and low cost rather than care. They partner with massive poultry producers focused on volume, not quality, cutting corners on everything from animal welfare to antibiotic practices. And temperature control? Investigators found multiple Walmart stores keeping chicken above safe temperatures, sometimes hitting 48 degrees Fahrenheit when the recommended maximum is 40 degrees Fahrenheit. That 8-degree gap may seem small, but it's a breeding ground for bacteria. Short staffing compounds the problem. At many stores, 1 or 2 people run the entire meat department, juggling unloading, stocking, and cleaning, leaving little time for crucial checks. And then there's the packaging. A 2022 survey ranked Walmart dead last among major grocers for meat packaging quality. Thin plastic, torn wraps, and mislabeled cuts are common. That cheap-looking film on your chicken might look sealed, but often it's not, letting bacteria waltz right in. Taste tests reveal even more disappointment. Walmart's chicken ranked near the bottom in blind tests, with tasters describing it as rubbery, bland, and dry, even after proper cooking. Some even detected a faint chemical note, likely from preservation techniques during its long journey to the store. When your chicken travels cross-country in lukewarm trucks, flavor is the first casualty, but the real cost comes when your family pushes their dinner plate away half-eaten. Dollar General. Next up, Dollar General. Not a place most people associate with fine dining, but their freezers and refrigerators now stock everything from ice cream to chicken. Unfortunately, their commitment to food safety hasn't kept pace with their menu expansion. A 2023 USDA audit revealed that more than 75% of Dollar General locations failed basic refrigeration and freezer checks, meaning 3 out of 4 stores might be putting risky meat on their shelves. So what's the problem? Old equipment and poor maintenance. Dollar General's freezers are infamous for breakdowns. A former manager admitted some stores suffer 2 full freezer failures every year. Sometimes stores go days without proper cooling, yet they keep meat in stock anyway. One viral photo showed defrosted chicken sitting in a cooler next to a fresh sign, with packaging sweating and customers complaining about the smell. Staffing is a disaster too. Many Dollar General stores operate with just 1 or 2 employees who juggle everything from stocking shelves to manning the register. Most aren't trained in food safety and have no idea what temperature raw chicken should be stored at. An internal survey found that more than half of employees couldn't even distinguish between use-by and sell-by dates. That's not just a learning curve, that's a lawsuit waiting to happen. Dollar General also buys what the industry calls opportunity buys. Discounted meat that's nearing expiration or rejected elsewhere. These products might have sat in storage for weeks before hitting your cart. The packaging, a joke. Torn film, leaky trays, and even handwritten price stickers are par for the course. Combine that with questionable refrigeration, and you've got a petri dish of pathogens. Even worse, the savings aren't that great. A 2022 price study found Dollar General's meat is only 10 to 15% cheaper than major grocery chains. That's not exactly a steal when the trade-off is spoiled meat and a potential trip to the hospital. So next time you see chicken thighs next to a rack of socks, think twice. Saving $2 now could cost you a fortune later. Aldi. Aldi has a reputation for deep discounts, but its chicken section deserves a closer look. At first glance, Aldi's meat cases appear clean and well-stocked, with prices too good to resist. But behind the scenes, the story is very different. Aldi keeps its supplier list tiny. While most chains work with dozens of vetted farms, Aldi relies on just a few major suppliers nationwide. That's not variety. That's putting all your eggs in one basket. When one supplier has a problem, the whole chain feels the pain. This tight network means Aldi can squeeze suppliers for the lowest possible prices. But that often means those suppliers cut corners on feed, animal care, and hygiene just to keep up. And when it comes to temperature control, Aldi's no-frills model falls short. Unlike bigger stores with trained meat staff, Aldi runs lean, fewer workers, less oversight. A consumer study across 25 Aldi locations found temperature swings of up to 12 degrees Fahrenheit within a single day. That's enough to put any chicken at risk. Packaging? Flimsy at best. Thin plastic tears easily, seals break, and condensation often collects inside. Add in Aldi's self-checkout system, where customers bag groceries themselves, and you've got chicken sitting in a cart for several minutes. Enough time for bacterial growth to thrive. Former employees report almost no training on proper meat handling, with one even admitting they'd never been taught how to check meat temperatures or spot spoilage. Safeway. Safeway looks like the poster child of a safe, well-run grocery store. Bright lights, tidy aisles, and organized meat displays. But under the surface, its chicken section has a troubling history of recalls and food safety failures. Over the past decade, Safeway has pulled chicken from shelves for everything from bacteria contamination to undeclared allergens. In 2020 alone, they recalled chicken tainted with bits of plastic and metal. But the real problem is how Safeway handles these recalls. Instead of loud signs, app notifications, or register alerts, they bury recall notices on their website where few customers ever see them. A 2022 survey found that fewer than 15% of Safeway shoppers even knew a recall was happening while they shopped. That's not just a gap in communication. That's a potential health hazard. Inside the store, short staffing and inadequate training make things worse. Employees report that proper stock rotation often gets skipped, and temperature checks are neglected during busy times. One worker even admitted they'd never been shown how to properly calibrate a meat thermometer. Packaging is another sore spot. Weak seals, mismatched labels, and inconsistent dates are common. Taste tests don't help Safeway's case either. Their store-brand chicken ranks low, with tasters noting strange smells and rubbery textures. That's not dinner. That's disappointment. Whole Foods. Finally, we arrive at Whole Foods, the grocery store that promises organic, ethically sourced premium chicken. Their counters look like something out of a gourmet magazine. But even Whole Foods isn't immune to the same problems plaguing cheaper chains. In 2015, the New York Times exposed Whole Foods for mislabeling meat weights, overcharging customers by as much as $4 per package. They paid over $800,000 in fines, but the damage to trust was far greater. In 2019, multiple former employees claimed managers sometimes relabeled conventional chicken as organic when the premium stock ran out. That means you might have paid top dollar for chicken that wasn't organic or free-range at all, just clever marketing. Blind taste tests consistently rank Whole Foods chicken in the middle of the pack, dry, bland, and average at best. Meanwhile, Whole Foods charges 60 to 90% more for chicken than mainstream grocery stores. A 2020 study found that 1 in 5 samples of their so-called organic or grass-fed meats showed evidence of conventional feeding practices. And that local label? It can mean farms up to 400 miles away. By the time that chicken hits the counter, it's had quite a journey, with plenty of chances for spoilage along the way. California health inspectors found temperature violations at nearly 40% of Whole Foods meat, counters they visited over a 3-year period. That's shocking for a store that markets itself as premium. Former employees say the pressure to keep meat cases looking full means older chicken sometimes stays out longer than it should. That perfectly displayed organic breast might have been sitting there for days, slowly losing its quality and safety. The bottom line. After digging into these 5 chains, one thing is clear. Chicken safety is not guaranteed, no matter how bright the lights or fancy the packaging. Whether it's Walmart's bacteria-laced bargain bins, Dollar General's broken freezers, Aldi's thaw-refreeze shuffle, Safeway's quiet recalls, or Whole Foods' overpriced mediocrity. Every chain has major red flags. So what can you do? First, don't assume that a busy store means safe chicken. Learn to read packaging critically. Look for proper seals, suspicious smells, or excess moisture. Buy chicken last, not first, and get it home quickly. Even 10 minutes in a warm cart can spell trouble. When possible, support local butchers who know their suppliers, follow stricter standards, and care about quality. Yes, you might pay a little more, but the peace of mind and taste can be worth every penny. At the end of the day, chicken is more than just another grocery item. It's what you feed your family, what ends up in your casseroles, sandwiches, and Sunday dinners. It deserves more respect than what these chains are giving it. And your health deserves better than corporate shortcuts and half-hearted promises. So next time you reach for that plastic-wrapped tray, remember, there's a story behind that price tag. Make sure it's a story you can trust. Because when it comes to chicken, bad news isn't just disappointing, it's dangerous.